Did you see these Sasquatch footprints? That's got your mind running.
It's got pretty high arches.
We're finally back at our main project today, this modern home we're building custom for Ramel, and today we get to prime the drywall. We're finally back to do that.
I can't wait. You know, she was eager to help, and so while we were gone, she actually vacuumed up all the drywall dust.
That's nice.
But that has never happened before on a job,
Yeah.
actually, for us.
It's a lot of work. It's a real project usually.
Yeah, it's a big head start for us getting the primer put on. I actually was going to ask her how many hours she spent vacuuming drywall dust. It might be more than you think.
Yeah. It is remarkably clean and echoey in here. Woo! Yeah. Wow. What we're doing here is pretty self-explanatory, but we're covering all the windows, plastic, because it's faster to do that and then spray this primer than it is to roll all the primer and not cover the windows. So we're just doing the fastest thing possible here. And to get a good seal on this, we're just double or tripling up these edges and rolling them and stapling through that so it doesn't tear loose. Also using this heavier plastic that's like a 4 mil.
I bet it's 4.
Yeah, the thin stuff, it kind of just hard to work with and it tears so easy. It doesn't inspire a lot of confidence.
Terrible.
With me.
Perfect timing with both hands.
These staple holes are going to get covered by the face trim in these windows. So if you had drywall that wrapped in and you didn't have any face trim going on these windows eventually, this wouldn't be a good way to do it here. I would tape it to the window itself or something else.
I'm starting in the bathrooms here on the blue board here. It's the waterproof or water resistant.
Maybe it's more of like a mildew resistant or mold resistant.
Anywhere that's high moisture, like in a bathroom, maybe a backsplash in the kitchen. The problem is, though, this stuff is really difficult to cover with primer.
Yeah, it's blue.
I mean, it takes 2 or 3 coats. So, you know, painting a house is kind of like being a good chef. You know, you got to know what's got to be sitting in the oven at 350 for 2 hours.
Wow, I never saw that coming, actually.
So
Right
you got to start. You got to start in the right place. This is the right place.
Okay. Is this our color chart?
Yeah, this is no longer a color.
Okay.
I darkened it. You know.
We have painted houses that were all one color.
Yeah, no.
Because we are done in here.
I think the triple tip is where it's at.
Triple spray guns is fast.
Triple hose.
Yep. It's a mess down here though. I was getting tripped up and the ladder was a nightmare. Once I got to this thing though,
Triple pump.
it was pretty nice. Just rode around.
Bro, what are these?
Does my face look like that?
No, weirdly enough, it looks fine. You always get way more painted.
yours.
It's because I do the best paint job.
Wow.
We're done priming, even though the paint we have probably says paint and primer in one. Most paints say that nowadays.
One coat coverage,
one coat
guaranteed.
coverage. It's all, you know, it's everywhere. But with the bare drywall, I just don't think it's a great idea. It's just not going to be as good a finish if you don't get that really hard drying primer and get a chance to sand everything smooth before you paint. And we did something extra special this time. We tinted the primer because on the ceilings, it's always hard to tell when you're going over white primer with white ceiling paint, flat white ceiling paint, which the primer is kind of flat too, flat sheen. It's like impossible to tell.
White over white. You can't.
It's maddening.
And then, I can't see.
Yeah, you can't see. Your glasses are all,
It's dark in there.
Yeah, so I think the tinted gray primer is going to help us get a more even coverage on the ceilings. We're back out here to get paint on the walls and put in cabinets today. And Ray saved one piece of plastic to rip off the windows because it's so fun.
Yeah.
He saved it for me. Go ahead, Jason. It was worth it.
It was. Yeah, he yelled at me. He's like, "Don't touch the plastic. Perkins got to get the shot." And I was like, "All right, dude, relax."
Oh, there's one more.
There's a lot. We haven't
go
taken
ahead.
any of.
Go ahead, get it. I didn't take any of them. Oh!
My muscles. Man, who put these on?
I did.
Did you really?
And Jono.
You didn't. Jono did it. You didn't do it. Yes. You like the gator thing? Look at that.
Ray's starting here because that's where the cabinetry is going to go. So hopefully we can get a quick one coat on that before we put some cabinets in right where you're standing.
Yeah, somebody want to roll this wall?
Yeah, I'll roll it.
All right. Yeah.
Where is it? Where's the roller?
So you know that wall you just painted?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the wrong color.
No.
Yeah, I mean you actually didn't screw up, but I think the people that mixed the paint made it the wrong color.
Is that the color?
Well, see, it's supposed to be the color of the little tiny square there.
Oh my gosh.
It's really not much. You probably can't even tell the difference. Did you
All
paint
right.
a spot? Because I can't see it.
So do you have more? Do you have that color or no?
I don't. I have to have a talk with
All right.
Cat
Let's just put the cabinets in. We'll cut around them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
cabinets are going in, you know.
Yeah.
So
We
my
tried.
idea.
Yo, Mr. McPherson, I need your pen.
Oh, hold
Here,
on.
I got you.
You could be a hacker. I don't know.
Okay, there we go. Now we're back. You good right there?
Okay.
We're marking the bottom edge of these upper cabinets so we can stick them up first so we don't get the lower cabinets right in our way.
Do a little measurement on that.
Yeah, let me do a new tick mark.
Yep.
We have done this before with ledger boards, but she's not gonna do a tile backsplash. So if we drill a bunch of holes in the wall, right below where the cabinets are gonna be, could be a problem.
You're gonna have to do some drywall patching.
Yeah. Yep, so we're just gonna draw lines. So that's 54 inches to the bottom, 30-inch uppers will line up with our 84-inch oven cabinet here at the top. Who knew cabinets involve so much math? We just did all this math to figure out what size to rip these strips for here and for here so that the cabinets came out perfectly even spacing to this window on both sides for a nice looking, clean looking job.
You always have to, you know, have the same reveal side to side. It's just as important as the sink being centered in the opening
it's
of
really
the window.
obvious if it's not.
Oh, it's terrible.
These cabinets are frameless, so they don't have that hang down or that spot underneath to run the screw like usual. So we've put the screws in here, and each little hole is pre-drilled for this little puck of finished wood that then goes over it. There's one right there. And I'm gonna put one on. Let's see if I can film it. I'm not aligning the grain because it's stuck to my finger. There you go. It kind of disappears, so that's pretty slick. So here's the drill bit that does that. It's got a pre-drill, and it cuts out just enough for that little wafer to go in nice and clean. These wafers come on a card with adhesive. Where'd you buy these?
They came from online website,
Yeah,
probably Rockwell.
Rockwell.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Aren't you gonna put some screws in this cabinet?
It's already done, buddy.
What? What do you mean?
They're hidden. Nate's got us clamped off here, so this piece is flush, top and bottom are even, and I'm pre-drilling with this little guy so that I can screw this together. Yeah! Trying not to run the drill out the face, I've done that. Oop, look at this, first-rate service right here.
Gotcha.
Drill, screw. And he's got this set up on a torque rating here to where I can just run it in, I think, right? Yep. And it'll stop and not split.
And not straight.
And not strip. That's a nice drill. I think I said that before.
Yeah, you always tell me you want to keep it.
The handles are already on these.
What?
And they're already drilled.
Oh, they're backwards though.
Well, so they don't get ripped off probably. But yeah, that's awesome because that's going to save us a lot of what do you call it, stress?
Stress.
Of drilling these things after the fact. I hate doing that.
Yeah.
So we just did 9. We're skipping for the over the range hood. We're going to number 8.
You want to hit one? Can you find one to start with?
Go ahead and get yours.
Hit that one.
Yep. And we'll come up a little bit.
Oh, I have no depth perception because I'm looking only with one eye around this corner.
Like that.
You love it?
Love it. Okay.
He really likes it.
Wow, make this look so easy.
Man, you're good at this.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
We're installing this wall cabinet, and it's the last one before we hit this oven cabinet that is 84 inches. And even though we've checked that it's centerline, it's level, we're gonna also check a hard number to the floor in case the floor is up or down slightly, because it's gotta be even. So, yeah, I'm at 84 and a 16th, Nate. So we do need to drop it down just a little if we can. Jono's hugging these doors to put, he loves them. He's putting them in like cross-handed. That's the way you do it though.
That keeps my fingerprints off the front.
Oh, nice. See, I knew there was a reason. Today's video is brought to you by Factor Meals, and they can help you meet your nutrition goals and your taste goals easier than ever. They deliver fresh, never frozen, dietitian approved meals right to your door. I've been eating Factor Meals for a long time now, and what I really love about them is that they taste really good. They taste delicious, like a home cooked meal that someone that knew how to home cook meals made, fresh. And I know they're dietitian approved and all that, but for me, it's just what I would choose to eat if I had to choose anything to eat. Not only that, most of them are ready in 2 minutes, which is faster than fast food, and they also cost less than takeout, and I think they taste better. They have lots of options, I think 35 different weekly options, and you can get as much or as little as you want. You can go anywhere from like 6 to 18 meals a week, depending on what you need. I don't know if you can tell from our videos or not, but I'm always on the go. I'm either working or doing a kid's sports thing or trying to go mountain biking or skiing or something all the time. And so Factor Meals for me have been a really nice way to cut down on the fast food intake because I don't really have much time to go cook or go grocery shopping. And my wife is super busy too. She works full time. So it's been a really nice way for us to get a good meal and not just eat junk because we don't have time for anything else. And Factor has something new, their wellness shots. I really like the apple ginger lemon cayenne. It's got a nice kick at the end. That's my favorite. And if you use our code in the description, you can get 2 free with every order for life. Just head to factor75.com or click the link below in the video description and use code Perkins50 to get 50% off your first Factor box and free wellness shots for life. There's 2 free wellness shots from the available flavors for every order while you're an active subscriber. Thank you, Factor Meals, for sponsoring our video. Thank you for helping me meet my nutrition goals. Let's get back to work. Jamie was asking Nate about the jig that he used to put these drawer pulls on the cabinet doors. And of course, he had to show it off. So we were impressed enough to actually pull a camera out. Because look at this thing.
Well, we've tried a lot of the plastic jigs that are really cheap, and I always throw them away. This is one that I'm actually super impressed with. This thing, I don't know how much it costs. I'm not going to say because I don't know. It's a company, what's it called?
True Position.
$300.
True Position. This looks like a really quality, like top
Quality? Top quality?
Wow, top quality. This is like a lifetime looking quality tool right here.
So this is all adjustable. You set it to whatever you want in like millimeters, height, width of your holes. He's got that tape so it doesn't drill the middle hole by accident.
Yep.
And it even bumps the side of the drawer or the door.
It'll do whatever you
top.
want.
It basically, there's no way to mess it up if you put that thing on there set right. Unless you just close your eyes and just, oh, I missed.
There's always a possibility, but yeah, this would take a lot of the stress out of it. I'm sure of that.
Periodically, making sure everything's tight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Move on.
keep it snugged as you're working, just to double check.
So, nice jig.
All right, man.
We're impressed.
I'm jealous.
The cabinet guy's cabinets, and he's got GRK screws as the cabinet pulls, okay?
And you you just screw them in, and then the doors don't go flying open when you're going down.
Oh, look at that. That is pretty smart, actually. Okay. You win. That's a good idea. Nate, you're from Harriman, Tennessee, right?
Harriman.
They require a beard there in Harriman, Tennessee?
Of course.
I got to steal Jamie's joke. It was actually good, wasn't it? I thought it was good. These bottom cabinets don't have face frames either, and usually the face frames stick past like a good quarter. And since these don't, it's really nice for measuring cutouts like this, because you can measure right off the side of the cabinet surface and not have to do math about how much further these face frames are apart when they connect up front and space the cabinets. 6 1/4. So if I just go, well, I got to do a little math here. Well, I'll just mark it here, so I don't have to do any math. 6 1/4, 5 1/2 short to center. 6 1/8. I can do the same thing here. 6 1/8. Then on butt, 4 7/8. That should be all the centers. Ooh!
Oh, careful.
We got
Chuck on.
that down and get that down. Yep.
I broke my finger.
Yeah. There you go. That's some good wood right there, Nate. Solid. We are drilling these oversized by a little bit because there is a plumbing escutcheon, I think you call it.
Escutcheon.
That goes down over and covers, you know, like that much of the area. So there's no real point in making them tight, unless you just won't lose your mind. Well, you're trying to put it in, I think. We're looking around at the paint we did earlier, and I've never seen paint with such a drastic color change between the wet paint and the dry paint. And this is drying lighter.
Dude, you can even see the little holes in the corner bead.
Yeah,
The way it's drying, wacky.
yeah. I mean, it is nuts. But usually paint dries darker. Yeah. I already said
If
that.
you can't tell, we just been watching the paint dry. That is what we're doing.
Well, I don't know. I'm looking at it and thinking, crap, did I do this wrong? Like 2 different colors?
Nah, you did it right. It's all good.
All right.
My wall looks a little different.
It does. You're hired. You're a permanent painter. We just got this blind cabinet put in, and it's blind because it has this other one butting into it so that it's like a blank over there. And a little bit of an unused corner, but Nate put this thing in here. What is this thing called?
It's called the magic corner.
Okay, that's a good name for it because it does a magic thing. I'm going to show here. You pull this half out, and once you do that, you can slide it on down and get the other half like that and have a lot more storage. So I think that's pretty sweet. It's like magic. It's like engineers built cabinets right there. You see how I'm high stepping?
I see. I know.
can't
We
see.
call that Clydesdaling.
I can't see anything.
Yep. No, you're.
You just let me know if I'm gonna trip. We're gonna roll it to
Okay,
you.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, we're gonna roll it right to you.
You're gonna roll it to me?
Yeah. We're rolling on an edge.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Now you stay there,
I'm here.
and I'm going on this side.
Here I am.
Okay. Now just don't fall off the back of the deck.
Okay.
Now we gotta get it kind
I
of.
can tell you, I'm not going through the door.
No. As soon as we get where I can get on this back again, I'm getting on the back.
Okay. Ooh, that was close call.
Yeah. It almost touched the wall right then, wasn't it?
All right, I'll have to get her down. Touchdown, TD.
So our pantry cabinet going in, that's the last of the ones that go on the wall. And then we'll be working on the island.
For the microwave, I think.
I don't know why I said island like that. I said island really weird. I'm not sure why. Quite the dramatic paint color in here.
Yeah.
It's like plum or grape.
I think it's called sapphire.
Sapphire, yeah. To each his own.
I mean, what are colors?
What are colors? They're only the color of the light that reflects off of it.
You want to double check me on this before I start sawing a hole in this thing?
Not really, but should I?
I mean, it makes me a little nervous, I won't lie. I mean, it looks about right.
I think if you did it, you double check it. I have no idea.
All right.
It looks about right.
It looks about right.
Yeah, it looks about right.
That's like saying it looks about wrong. I mean, what's the difference? All right, then. I'm going to say I'm going for a 1/2 inch oversized. you know.
So the plate will go on the drywall.
It'll go tight to the drywall. 22.5, 25.5. And that's flush, right?
Yeah, it's all flush, no face frames.
Well, usually used to having to account for a difference there.
I know.
All
And the
right,
sides are 3/4.
22.5, 25.5. I mean, that checks out, okay. It's pretty clean. I was just seeing nothing. Perfect. Actually, what I'm doing is making sure that the cut is actually the same distance from the mark where the island is going to get set. Okay. So they look symmetrical. So I'm just scooting this over to where it's actually just kind of right on the edge of it.
Yeah.
So if we need to measure, then I have an accurate thing.
Not many people's islands have dual exhaust. Like this one. You got.
Yeah, and it's not
See?
fake either. It's real.
It's real dual exhaust.
The other morning it was cold outside and I was behind this car and it had dual exhaust pipes and there was only exhaust coming out of one.
Oh, it was a fake?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
V6. Yeah, 4-cylinder with dual exhaust.
My 4-cylinder has dual exhaust.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. My car.
You're bragging about your 4-cylinder?
Yeah, I am. Well, your 5-cylinder car, which how do they do that with 2 exhaust pipes, 5 cylinders?
I don't know. One of them's got 3.
A little off.
Must be blowing into the fuse box.
Shut up, dude. I bought this like $1,000 Volvo to commute in, and something's wrong with the fuse box. That's why that was funny. If you hit the fog lights, the engine shuts off. So Nate says, how are we screwing it down? Do we like where it is? Where's the wires? They're under the floor. Some island boys.
Island boy, potential spam.
We do like where the island is. We don't want to just toe screw this thing through the sides to the floor though, because that'll be visible. You'll see it. Unless, do you have kick plate that's going around the sides, Nate? You do.
Well, we have about a 1-inch tall trim there.
We could just toe screw it down below that.
Oh, that's
That's the front. What about the sides?
There's a long panel for that.
So see what's that profile?
These are custom cabinets, luckily. He knows exactly what's what.
Blues are against the
When you order cabinets from somewhere, sometimes you don't know what you got.
Can you get it toe screwed within that height?
It's just a shoe mold. Yeah.
That's a yeah that sounded like a no.
It sounded like it, yeah.
If maybe we better put some blocks, screw them to the floor, and screw straight in. I can screw straight in an inch. So let's trace the inside of this. Just reach your arm in there. We'll pull them up, screw some 2x down, and then just whoop, run screws right into the side. Okay. Yep. So.
Oh yeah, no, we got it.
Can you reach all the way in there?
All the way, going all the way. I can even get the front too. Okay. So we can put a block right there along the front. This is nice not having the finished floor in here. Yeah. Let's see, that doesn't matter. Oh, well, that does matter.
I'm going to run these trim head GRKs. These are 2 inches through this sub kick because there'll be a finish kick over that. And then in the bottom inch here on the sides, under a little bit of shoe mold will cover those holes. And Nate said this is 10 times more blocking than we needed, but we just did it anyway.
What's he doing?
I don't know. Nothing about cabinets.
Find that wire. I think they spray foamed all around it.
Oh,
and,
so it won't uncoil now.
Well, probably not. I don't know. I'd like to know that we can get the slack that we need though before we cover it up.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, we're good. I think that's
We're into the bathroom now.
This island's gonna have a countertop that cantilevers out. And so Nate has got extra blocking built into the back so you could run these big screws in, give you some support. Did you make those or did you buy those? You bought those. So those will be invisible. Look good.
Glad I could come in off the paint team and come save you guys on this cabinet deal.
Oh, back.
Oh, wow.
Look at the back going in.
What's this?
What's that, a bag of Oreos?
Look at the notches, pre-notched.
You ever seen these?
For storage.
Johnny's used those.
So you don't have to waste all that
Yeah.
cabinet space with trash.
Like a biscuit,
It's called a lamella.
a locking biscuit.
Yep.
What?
It's the clips too.
No, that's why I got this guy.
Look at that.
Nothing.
So this thing's just gonna clip on.
Yep.
What if you have to get it off? You don't?
You don't screw it on?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah, okay, there's a release.
Do you
I would
want
like to
glue
see
it
the
on, or do
bit
you wanna leave it on?
that does that.
So think of a biscuit cutter,
Yeah.
and as it goes all the way down to the bottom of the throw, it hits a switch,
And it like-
and the blade vibrates up and down,
yeah.
and creates the groove.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it's all the way through, then it just
Right.
that vibration shuts off.
Yeah, 'cause it's hard to cut a hole deeper in the bottom than it is at the top.
That's pretty brilliant machining right there. It's just got a little extension on,
Okay.
on the tooth there.
I'm excited to see this happen.
You don't want to glue this on?
No, this looks way easier. Now, what if you needed this off of here?
You could get it off.
You just have to pull really hard.
You would probably have to get a pry tool
Yeah.
between the edge. You
And
know,
just-
like a
Yeah. Come on, Nate. Your wife got her end in.
I know
I
it.
should have been down there.
I
She was
know.
like, boom. I would bring that up later if I were you.
Absolutely. I'll be holding on to that for a little bit.
Be like, hey, honey, you moving that time?
At the time we both tried to slam the ends in, you couldn't get yours to go, but I got mine.
Oh, it'll be like you jumped the gun and you went first, so it knocks me out of whack, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
The sun was in my
The
eyes.
sun- I lost it in the sun, I couldn't see.
My suspenders malfunctioned.
Good to see you guys. I got to run.
Thank you.
Beautiful cabinets as always.
Thank you, sir.
We enjoy the help as
Safe
always too.
drive.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for the help.
Yes.